Holy chat. Oh my god. How's my Pookie chat doing today? We got a big day today. We got a big day today. Hey, Mamita. Hey, Magnet. Hey, Grandpa Frags. Hey, Lebo. Wednesday too. It's tomorrow, bruh. Yes, sir. Oh my god, I'm looking scrumptious. Holy chat. Ready to get into it, Pookies? Are we ready to get into it though, NN Soul? Midan. My scrumptious brisket. Holy chat, yo. It's time to find the moggers, chat. Who's gonna mog everyone else, chat? Batman. Holy, just sat down on my chair. Hey chat, how's everyone doing today? Is everyone having a fantastic day? Let's start up the other streams, my scrumptiouses. Bang! There we are. We're live everywhere. I know the guy that was at the chicken tenders place like 10 minutes ago. You're probably not watching my stream, but hey man, if that was you in the chicken tender place that I got my chicken tendies from, that I just ate right before I started this stream, brother. Yes, sir. Berg, you should do that. Whoa, holy, well, hold on a second. We got some advice. We got some advice here from Leonie Zenabati. Berg, you ready, chat? You ready for what he said? I actually agree with this statement. Berg, you should do a shotgun and sniper tourney. It will be very interesting. You know what? I agree. We should do a shotgun sniper only tournament. Absolutely we should. Shouldn't we, chat? Yes. Yes, we should. Absolutely. Write that down. We're going to do it sometime this year. Let's do it, chat. Let's do a shotgun sniper tourney. Absolutely do. My little scrumptious Zington Barrington. Man, can you message Sarah and tell her I left a chicken tendy outside my door for her? Can you do prop hunt? We actually have a prop hunt video coming out very soon in the $25,000 series that's coming out soon, brisket. Either way, chat, we ready for today, though? We got 4 games with some of the best teams on the planet battling it out in their last chance to qualify into the $10,000 finals, my scrumdiddlyumptious. Of course, teams 1 through 6 are the teams that narrowly missed out on qualification through the first day of the qualifiers. Of course, this is sudden death, so these are the 1 through... Actually, they're the 4th through 10th teams from that first day of qualification. You may know some of them. I mean, we've got Team Wontons in here. Those guys are from Persia. We got Chicha. Those guys are Latam. We got Dracaris, which is ENL. Can we change their name to ENL, please? Because that's what I know them as. ENL for team number 3. Team 4 is Back to Prime. We're familiar with those dudes. They actually, you know, impressed us quite a bit inside of the qualifiers previously. We got Merciless Esport. Those guys, I mean, they're from Africa, and I'm looking for them to qualify today. I would love to see Merciless Esport qualify from Africa. Not sure exactly which part of Africa the majority of them are from. I just know the whole roster is from Africa. Then Team 6, we got Lost Kensei Zenith. Those are a bunch of players, part of the Zenith team, which I think Lotex and Slayer run that clan, that group of friends. I'm pretty sure. Don't know if that's an official team part of Zenith, but I don't know. We'll wait and we'll see. Also, interestingly enough, Team 10, that's EE. I'll go down the list really quick. I know EE, they've played in a lot of our qualifiers in the past. Further down the list, you can see a team called Narcissists. These guys are also from Africa. What a team name. Oh my gosh. Going further down, ooh, a couple of Filipino teams there at the bottom. We got team number 24, Cartel. That features Yuri, Kashi, Celez, and Fezlix. Interesting name. Nonetheless, Team 23, Synergy. Ooh, I know Synergy. These guys are pretty good as well. So I'm excited to see Team number 23 and Team number 24 today. Then we've got United Legendary, which is Team number 25. I recognize Reacher from that, but not a lot else inside of there. Team 22, we've actually got another Indian team this time around. Team 22 is called Cosmic. Those guys are from India. I like to see the new names pop up here from all these different regions. And by regions, I mean different countries, because we already include everyone from every single region. But it's good to see India making a statement this time around. It's actually been, I guess, forever since we've had Indian teams inside of these competitions. And now there just seems to be loads of you guys. So let's go. Hopefully there's even more that can make it into the finals sometime very soon. Also, interestingly, Team 19 features a player from Bangladesh. It's actually a team that is mostly Middle East, I guess Asia and Germany. So they've got people from all over the place on that team number 19. Let's pull them up real quick. Yeah, team number 19, they've got people from all over the place. Team 17 is a full South African team. Team 17, full South African. We've never actually had a full South African roster before, so that should be pretty interesting. Team 16 is a full Romanian roster. And then just up aboard them, we've got some LATAM teams, we've got North American teams. But yeah, there's a lot of African teams today. There's a lot of Filipino teams today. There's a lot of mixed teams. Actually, how many of the teams are actually mixed here? Yeah, there's 8 teams. There's 8 teams inside of this qualifier that have people from a mixed regional background, which means they probably have players from Philippines and Europe on their team. They could have players from Europe, Middle East on their team. They could have players from Africa and North America on their team. Just a bunch of different people from a lot of different countries on the same team. So 8 out of the 25 teams today are actually rosters that have decided to get cross-national representation or even cross-continent representation, chat. So 8 out of the 25 teams this time around. That's actually quite a lot. That's the most I think we've ever had in terms of having a cross-regional situation on our hands. Good luck to the mixed regional international teams, chat. We've got country representation from about 30 plus countries this time around. And I would say notable team, definitely. Mandan actually said to me notable team 24, but I think Synergy might be a better team than Cartel on the side of the Philippines here. So when it comes to Filipino teams, I'm going to root for Synergy. Obviously, Cartel's also Philippine, so good luck to those guys. When it comes to India, I'm going to vote for Team 22. That's going to be Team Cosmic. When it comes to Latin America, oh, I got to go Chucha. Chucha are up there with the tippity top of the best players. When it comes to Middle East, I'm looking at Team 1. That's Wontons. Team 1 from the Middle East. Team 2 is Chucha, by the way. I'll bring you back up board here so that you can see them nicely. But yeah, I'm going to go Middle East is Wontons. Chucha is going to be the best LATAM team. Merciless Esports going to be the best African team. Synergy is going to be the best Filipino team. And the best mixed team, I'm going to say Back to Prime. Back to Prime's the best mixed team because Azerbaijan's like an Asian country, right? Right? It's on like the edge of Europe in Asia. Azerbaijan location. Yeah, okay, so it's Eastern Europe, Western Asia. For the purpose of this being mixed regional, it's an Asian player, okay? So that's a mixed roster, chat, okay? So they're the best mixed team for me. At least from me, chat. I mean, you guys could say something different. Also, we got EE in there. Those are also really good Middle Eastern boys. So they actually might take down Wonton, not gonna lie. Those guys are really good from the Middle East. We're used to seeing EE cook on the main stage, chat. But yeah, great to see Indian representation. Great to see Filipino representation. We're used to seeing the Philippines, of course, in these tournaments. We're not used to seeing India. So shout out to my Indians. And shout out to the Bangladeshis too, because we got some Bangladeshis in the side of this qualifiers, not gonna lie. Of course, we're used to seeing a lot of Africans now participating in these tournaments, which I'm really excited for. We have actually 4 full African teams inside of this qualifier for the sudden death qualifiers today. And then there's also a lot of Africans split throughout the mixed international teams, which there's 8 teams of those. So like there's 12 teams with potential people from Africa right now, which is almost half the lobby. And then Philippines obviously have a bunch of teams as well. Middle East have 5 teams. North America and LATAM have 6 teams. And Europe, again, Europe only have 2 teams. Crazy. I feel like the Europe is so skewed towards like the top 5 teams, and then there's just not a lot of like middle of the pack teams. Whereas in Middle East and in Philippines, there's a lot of teams that are really close together in terms of skill. Either way, little update for you. Team 6 is being replaced right now. So Team 6 is being replaced. That's Zenith. That's Lost Kensei Zenith. They haven't showed up in time, so we're going to get in a brand new team. I mean, there's a lot of people that are trying to play in these tournaments. So lucky for us, whenever a team doesn't show up, we can instantly replace them. So people are trying to say that I have auto-tune on. Let me check that for you guys. I know that TikTok's been having a lot of bugs recently in terms of like mic quality. Let me know if that helps you out there. Tiki Talkerton. Does that help you out a little bit right there, my scrumptiouses? Let me know if that helps you out there on my mic. I know TikTok's been having a couple of bugs here and there, but yeah, thanks for giving me the update on that, TikTok. I just have to switch it around all the time. I'm not sure what it is. I've seen other players and streamers also have the same situation with their streams. So I don't actually know what's wrong with it, to be honest. But yeah, can you guys hear the game volume, TikTok? It should be quite faint. Actually, I'll turn it up somewhere closer to the max so that you guys can hear me click this. Rachel, thanks very much for the glowing jellyfish. Okay, you should be able to hear the game volume as well there, TikTok. Thank you, appreciate it. Code, you were not allowed to get the code. You didn't register your team, buddy. You didn't register your team. All right, man, give me the little update for the team number 6 name since we're replacing them inside of the competition. RIP, those guys might get banned from the next tournament qualifiers because they didn't show up to these qualifiers. Thanks everyone for following. Rave, appreciate you. Much love. We're gonna get into the game number 1 right away as soon as this last player joins from team number 6. We'll start it up. Remember, there's only 4 games. There's only 4 games, broski. Only 4 games inside of this, so it's gonna be a close encounter. I mean, it really comes down to if you can have an absolute banger of a singular game that's gonna really help you out. And I'm just gonna turn my in-game mic up. But team number 6 is known as Bravos now. So those guys are from the Middle East and Europe. We've got another mixed team. It features Dr. Stop, Chew. Oh my god, I know these guys. Okay, I'm happy they actually replaced that other team. Good stuff. These guys are actually pretty good. So I think we might see some big things coming from team number 6 here. Sudden death qualifier. They get in last minute. It would be quite a fairy tale story if they made it through onto the top spot, if I say so myself. Of course, we love representation from the Middle East, chat. I did see that other title's coming back. I probably won't play it. I'm just too far into COD Mobile at this point that I don't want to touch a different game. Ferg, we'll do a tournament just for 1-2 global player team up tournament. Ooh, that would be an interesting one. Yeah, I mean, the reason why we haven't done a mixed player tournament in the past is that people don't speak the same language when we mix them with other players, right? So it would be very hard for them to like communicate well. I don't know. I'll ask the pros that play in every tournament what they think about that. But yeah, that's why we haven't done a mixed region tournament where people have to play with people from other regions so far. Not saying that it's out of the world of possibilities because I'd love to do it, but we'll have to wait and see. Jeffrey, thank you. General, thank you very much, brother. Let's go. Who is Ganth? That is a multiplayer player, bro. We are playing Battle Royale. Much love to Ganth, my Pookie Barrington, though. Love Ganth.
Get ready.
No, Shafi, I will not. I do not travel under any circumstances, Shafi, unless I'm literally forced to travel somewhere. So when I don't get forced to travel somewhere, I'm not going. That's all I'll say on that matter. Unless somebody literally forces my hand to travel somewhere, I'm not doing it. There's 0% chance I'm doing it. Holy Rachel, top dono. Wait, actually, matter of fact, do we not have like the... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's not on the screen because the other thing's blocking it, isn't it? Oh, that's not Pookie, is it? That's not Pookie, Rachel. You're not going to be able to see yourself on the screen because of the... Actually, you know what? Bang. 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 Okay, we'll drag that over there. There you go, Rachel. Now you can see yourself on the short form stream for being the top gifter. All right, game number 1, broski. I expect big things from ENL. I actually forgot about these guys. I completely forgot about ENL. They're back. ENL are goats. We've seen them do absolutely crazy stuff in the past. Let's see if anyone landed near them. Nobody landed near them over by Military Research Institute, so they should be good for now. In previous qualifiers, they have gotten 0 kills up until the end of the game and then won the game, which is, I seemingly think that that's their new strategy. We used to be able to see them get a lot of aggressive kills early on, but nowadays they're not really going for it. Oh, Exotic's inside of this as well. Okay, Exotic actually features in one of our upcoming videos on YouTube inside of Battle Royale. He was able to do quite the shotgun play inside of our $25,000 series, which the first episode should come out, I would say, in the next couple of weeks. Well, it would need to come out in the next couple of weeks. That reminds me, man, and that video needs to come out ASAP. We haven't uploaded it in a long time. Either way, a couple of kills coming through right there. Exotic able to get 1, and his teammate picks up 2. So these guys are starting off very well. Team number 14. However, for now, we're going to hop on and see what Relax is up to. He's seemingly hiding in between two different teams this time around. Two different teams right beside him. I wouldn't take this fight if I was him. Under no circumstance would I take this fight, Pookie. Barringtons. We'll have to see if he's going to go for it. I think he's just going to try and stay alive here. And you know what? That's understandable. So we'll move on. Don't worry. I'm not going to reveal your spot any more than I already have. Let's go on to the Africans. Yeah! Let's go and check out the African team. Santan. Oh my god, that guy came out of nowhere. Chris gets absolutely pipped on by one of the best Africans inside of 2026. Love to see it. This entire team is filled with some African talent. And Santan's one of the best of them. There is a player outside of the launch base right there, but I don't think he's going to take that fight because he knows that this is a good team to go against. Santan's obviously the most notable from this roster, but there is other good players inside of Team 5. Oh, it looks like somebody's shooting at somebody else. Santan, right as I turned off him, able to get another there. Lovely jubbly. That's him up to 2 in game number 1. However, now let's check out the last second substitute team, which is Team 6, known as Bravo. They have 4 eliminations. They were brought in last second as team number 6 previously did not show up into the sudden death qualifier, so they got quickly replaced. Like I said, there is a long queue to get into these qualifiers, so whenever a team doesn't show up, they get banned, kicked, and we get another team in instantly. That's just how many different teams want to play inside of the $10,000 tournaments at this point, chat. And this is a really, really good Middle Eastern and European team. Like I said before this game started, I expect him to go really high on these leaderboards. Also, since this is sudden death, there's only 2 spots for qualification. Only 2. Thanks for the giraffe underscore. 2 spots total. Now going down to Team 7, 1 more. I mean, you are the 1 more player still left alive here, bro. It's not looking too good for you. Also, Zoro's the last alive for team number 8. A lot of teams right now have 1 player left or 2.
Dog tags have been scanned
He gets his teammates back into the action, but I want to go and check out Lanai and Tekoff's roster. This is Chucha. These guys are based out of Latin America, and they're fighting against a team that we're not familiar with here down below them. Looks like they're slightly split. Oh, never mind. They've got 3 up here. Lanai. Oh, he's came back as well. All 4 up in the tippity top of New Vision City. I like this positioning from these boys. If any one of these other teams push up here single file, they will get absolutely obliterated. Looks like that team down below them is not going to go for the fight. They did get the knock on to Lanai earlier, but I don't think they got a single full kill. Lanai, of course, still alive. All 4 of the Chit-Chip players looking like they're going to play a little bit more passive this time around. Kind of similar to ENL. We've seen these guys, like I said earlier in this game, get no kills at the start and finish off a game with the most, with a win in previous qualification games. Going down to Team 4 now. These guys actually have a clear-cut run as well. I don't think there's anyone around them right now. Yeah, there's not. So they'll be able to loot up this area, probably get some buy station loadouts and be chilling. Going into the middle game. As you can see, that we're in 6 minutes into this game, and I would say about 8.5 to 9 minutes is where we're in the mid game for sure. Right now we're still early. I see that player using my skin again, bro. Let's go. Only OGs have this skin, guys, okay? It's never been re-released. If you weren't here, when was it released? 2021 or 2022, chat? There's a little bit of trivia for you. Which year was it released in? Like I said, they got the drop, so they should be good to go for the mid game, possibly even the end game if they get good guns. Oh, looks like a little fight could happen here. Yawn has already taken one down. Damn, are you being serious? Exotic able to hit the frickin' motorcycle just like that? Unbelievable play from him. Trying to land some more shots here onto Phoenix. Not looking too good. Cebus also right in front of somebody. Ooh, SMRS across the map. Able to take out Javid. And now Cebus trying to get the last player still around him. Spotter was about to be used, and then he realized that player's probably long gone, so it would be a wasted spotter play. Phoenix just wants to get out of here. He does have 2 other players left alive, but they're not anywhere near him as we hop on board with his POV. All 4 players from this team do remain. But it looks like he might get a good spot off here and be able to get maybe a knock and a singular kill. as the guy in the motorcycle hasn't spotted him and he is standing completely still. Oh, he moved. That's bad. I don't know if moving's the right move, bro. If Jan sees that movement on the side of his eyeballs, he'll come straight for you. He actually does. Yeah, you need to stop moving right here. This is ridiculous. The more you move, the more likely he is to see you. Okay, he's getting out of it. Now's a good time to go away. He doesn't have too much health here. He's trying to go for a revive flight card, but I mean, come on. Exotic is watching that way. He is still alive, and so is Seabass. Ooh, bad spot for him to be in. Like I said, just trying to get that revive flight card. I don't think it's going to come his way. But Exotic's probably going to see him rotate in here. Another random team has just ridden their motorcycle right past. And that means that surely he could go in there and get that tag. Phoenix dies. I'm not sure if he picked it up in time. We'll have to wait and see throughout the match. But see you later, alligator. Now hopping on board with ENL. Temple's unfortunately being knocked here, but Yimbo's still alive to try and apply some pressure. This is actually going to be synergy from the Philippines that they're fighting against. ENL Julio's really far away, trying to ship from the side. Oh, never mind. That must be a bug. Nades are going to go down on the drain. It's going to be a smoke bomber nade. If he doesn't have smoke bomber himself, he's going to get absolutely cooked. That's exactly what's going to happen. Gonzito able to pick him apart. And ENL are now on to 3 eliminations. Going into the mid game. There we go. We're about to hit 9 minutes. So that's us formerly entered the mid game here, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody else around ENL there. They are clear to rotate into the zone. And then we got Synergy Shalom still alive as the last remaining player from Synergy up. Nobody's taken the middle of the zone except for Lanai and the Chucha Prime squad. So everyone else needs to rotate in quite swiftly, if you ask me. Quite swiftly indeed. Fergskin! #1 in the shoulder for a reason, bruh. Oh, he spotted a team below him. Not sure if he wants to take this fight. We'll check out where they are in the zone. They're not in the current zone. So they'll need to make a rotation here. It looks like they're actually trying to find some kills, which, I mean, I think everyone could do with some kills inside of this game. Exotic, again, finding ways to increase the frag count of his entire team. These guys are already on 12. And like I said before this game started, Exotic is actually in our $25,000 video series that is launching this month, so I'm not even surprised by their performance. He must surround himself with other good players. 12 eliminations this early on in the game is a big amount of kills. We'll go further on to some more notable teams that everyone kind of knows from previous qualifiers. Being Chucha. Looks like they find a team. Is that ENL? Oh dear. The Battle of Latin America is about to go down here, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to spray straight over on the Yimbo. He's the only player in that car. He's going to die instantly. There's absolutely 0% chance he gets out of this situation. Oh my god. Oh my god, he turned on him. Oh my god, 0% chance. Somehow an impossible play has came through. We need to hop on board with Yimbo here. There was 4 people shooting at him and he stayed alive? Unbelievable stuff here from ENL. There is a third party up on top of that hill, though. He's not going to take the fight. He's going to slide down and around. ENL with all 4 of their players still alive. I cannot believe that Chucha lost that fight. What a terrible situation to find yourself in. Especially with Lanai going to get killed next. You better not move or they're going to know exactly where he is. He's got the Hades in his hand. One of them is about to run in just a second. Doesn't spot him. Oh, you're looking the wrong way, Lanai. He gets eliminated, and now Seiko is last alive from Chucha. These guys choked that so bad. Big shout out to ENL for clutching that up there. Yimbo should have died. Can't believe he stayed alive, and they got kills out of it. A phenomenal play from the entire ENL team. Like I said before, these guys don't get many kills early game anymore, but they do get a lot of kills mid and late game. Let's go down our teams and check where everyone else is. Fergskin again being used. Looks like these guys have already kind of destroyed this other team that they were playing against. There's only going to be 2 of them left alive. See you later, alligator. Up and on board with the African Santan. Still up and at him with his entire roster left up. But on the side of the Philippines, it looks like Synergy got their whole team back through the revive flight. So good job to Salam there. He was the last guy alive. Then the other Filipino team inside of these sudden death qualifiers, Cartel, have 0 kills as well. So not a good start from these 2 Filipino rosters. Top Lake's just trying to stay alive there for a little bit longer. Doesn't want to get spotted out in the open, that's for sure. Is Seiko going to go for a revive flight? I don't think so. He's thinking about it, but I don't know if that's the right play. Either way, we're going to go and check out, I guess, what's slowly turning into my favorite team today. Team number 14. They're known as Maravillas. Not sure what that means in English, but Maravillas. Featuring a couple of top dogs from the Latin America region. 16 eliminations this early on into game number 1. This is a big time play from a couple of what could be future big time players. SMRS is going down, not able to land any more on them. They're still, oh my god, they're still firing them. They have 3 SMRSs. 2, 3, let me count this. They all have SMRSs. Are you being serious? 17 eliminations, quad SMRS tactics. And with that next zone being shown, it looks like they need to rotate somewhere down into the middle. They could hold this high ground here, which would also be a good option for them if they want to try and get a little amount of placement points. But I mean, come on, they got all 4 with SMRS. They can spam it and get into any position in the zone that they really want to. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them moving in early in the future. Up on an eye on the ENL. They're going to be going against my favorite African team from the day. Let's look at Santan. He's going to get flanked from behind. He spotted a couple of players there. Simple. Shots are going to go down. Santan being targeted. What's he able to do in this situation? His class ability is not going to help him. He's got rewind on. His other teammate has his back here. His name is Better, a player that we're not used to seeing inside of any competitions. Cuevo, also inside of this area. Going to be the Military Research Institute where they are fighting. Julio and ENL are actually taking down a different team. We'll hop on board to check out what Simple's going to do in this scenario. But it looks like these guys are in a good spot here. They have high ground. They have rotations from the other rosters. They came in late and started to third party everyone. Now up to 10 eliminations as a team. Better has a position here. Kill this player from the side. Defender goes down. Better's going to get absolutely cooked on the main stage. A little LATAM on African action. And Latin America coming out on top this time around. Hoping to see big things, though, for my favorite African team inside of the sudden death qualifier. Santan's still alive. They do have 7 kills. They do have 7 kills, so they could go high on these leaderboards. Back on over now to ENL as they seem to be in a fight with another roster. Looks like they got third-partied after doing the third partying. What would be great to see here, though, is if Cuevo could get a little pick on a player that jumps down below him. He does have an AK-117 Grim ending, I'm assuming he's got that on. Yembo could come up to his side as well. Look at him, he spots him right there. Cuevo gonna land some shots. Oh, good accuracy, but it's not gonna be enough right there. And ENL are gonna take him down instantly as soon as he let them know that he was there. Almost a good kill, but unfortunately he got absolutely fried towards the end. Santan, the last remaining player from this great merciless esports roster based out of the continent of Africa. Fingers crossed that they're able to get some teammates back into the action, but now we're going to hop onto ENL versus a Middle Eastern team. This is EE. The entire roster based out of that Middle Eastern region. These guys are really good at the game, so I would be surprised if they take them down and the trades come through. Goncito's still alive, which I would argue is one of their best players on the ENL roster. Able to secure a kill right there. Yembo goes down. Julio, where's he at? He's got the back of Goncito right now. It's a 2v2 situation. Shots need to land right now. Sparta goes down, but not before he gets a trade. Goncito last alive. Shots, Dr. Stop is eliminated. And the last remaining player from EE rotates out of the situation as he does not want to take that fight. Goncito getting sniped from the side, and that's going to be all she wrote from ENL. They got a lot of kills, but they got no placement points in game number 1. A little bit of Middle Eastern on Latin America action. Santan was able to get his teammates back. He needs to rewind right now. You need to rewind. Oh my god, yes, he got it off in time. Love to see that from my favorite African player, Santan. No! Staying alive for a little bit longer. Oh yeah, 1 HP. Oh my god, Santan. Whew. Bro is lucky, to say the least, chat. But at least he's still alive. Ain't that right? He's gonna get pushed. He doesn't have a shotgun to work with here. It's gonna be Wonton from the Middle East. Oh dear, the Persians are gonna hunt him down. It's gonna be Raps. Insta-kill onto Santan. These guys are having a hard, strugglesome time towards the mid and late game of game number 1. Speaking of good teams, though, chat, remember that team that we were watching earlier? They now have 18 kills. They're in the next zone. They didn't need to rotate into the middle because they got the zone anyway. So I would expect this team to end up winning this game with maybe 25, 30 kills. A very underrated, unknown team. I mean, nobody really knew them outside of Latam until today, but 18 kills on the board. A solid first game performance from them. They just need to stay alive for a little bit longer here to guarantee them a solid amount of points. I mean, if they win this game, they're going to get a 30+ point performance from one game, which will be amazing. Unfortunately, what's not amazing is EE from Persia, Middle East, actually got eliminated right there. We'll hop on board with a couple of other teams for now. Sicario, that was the player that sniped the last remaining opposition from ENL earlier in this game. He's single-handedly carrying his team. Team number 25. These guys are actually also based out of Persia. He's able to get a bunch of loot here. He might be able to rotate into the zone. He does have a defender, so he can kind of save himself from any attack. Ooh, I like this. He has a good position here. Fingers crossed that he can hold that ground and not get pushed out from the side, as that would really hurt him. Oh my god, what the hell was that? What a shot, ladies and gentlemen. Phoebus and the boys of Team 14 still alive. A lot of teams are dying now. There's only 6 remaining, and these guys are looking prime position to be able to take game number 1. Remember, they've got all 4 up, 18 kills, maxed out loot, custom Hades, all rocking SMRS. So it looks like they could definitely take game number 1. I did say all rockin' SMRS, but I think somebody dropped it for a sniper. They did. Okay, so Dix Blura has dropped his SMRS now, and they're rocking 3 SMRSs and 1 HDR. In my opinion, I'd rather have 4 SMRSs in the late game, but I mean, he must think he can get a sniper across the map. There's a 4v4 about to take place, but don't let that distract you with the fact that Sicario is behind these guys. He's going to get inside of the house. He is getting targeted. Nice defender play to give him some cover from the front angle. There's nobody on his back here. This guy is single-handedly helping his team make it into the finals, ladies and gentlemen. An HDR from behind, not able to land that shot. He might get sniped himself. Gonna opt to go for the cover, as now we're gonna hop on board with the team that might take this fight. Zone's rotating in right now. They got players to the left, players to the right. They're needing to hold the high ground. SMRS is, like I said before, the best gun to have in this certain scenario. With the Hades as the duo of guns. Players are landing down. Seabass is going to be the entry fragger. Not going to get anything right there. Exotic is still alive, but he's going to fall as well. And these guys have got eliminated instantly off that rotation. But there's still another Middle Eastern team left alive right here. It's going to be Wontons. They're going to clear out the rest of the lobby. Oh my god. What a seamless transition from them to get into the late game right there. 4 of their players still alive with 13 kills on the board. 11 players still in this game. A lot of smokes and nades are going to be thrown up their direction, as everyone in the lobby knows exactly where they are. NT has been knocked, but they should still be able to keep all 4 of their players alive. Shots going down onto God's tier. That should be a free kill if I... Ooh! Seen some good accurate shots, but that's not what I've seen. Unfortunately, bro missed him. Oh, there's a mixed regional team down on the bottom here. They need to make a big time play. It's 2 teams left alive. It's going to be a 3v2 situation. Shots going down. Mr. Savage has been fully eliminated, so now it's a confirmed 3v2. I don't think they're going to have what it takes here. Wonton should have won this game, but unfortunately they got a little bit too hyper-aggressive, and now M7, Simple, Ager, and Yinix could clutch up here towards the end. They need to use their class ability if possible. Ager goes down outside of the zone right there. Now it's a clean 2v2. The fight could go in the way of Wonton, but it's gonna be them taking it. Surprising ending. I thought Wonton lost it. Then I thought they were going to take it. Then I thought they lost it again. And at the end of the day, they took game 1 in these qualifiers. Well done to them. Good job. Good job, Wonton. Didn't see much from the Filipino teams, unfortunately, that time around. But, I mean, goddamn. The Latam teams, the Middle Eastern teams, they were really showing out for us there in game number 1. Especially Team 14. They got a bunch of kills, but towards the end, they really kind of fell off a cliff, if I'm being honest. They had 18 kills roughly in like the 17-minute mark, and then for the last, what's that, like 5 minutes, they did nothing. So could have went a little bit better for them towards the end, but at least they got a 3rd place with 18 points, 4 kills. That's going to give them about 25 points total. Team 22 not getting a lot of kills there, so they're not going to be in the top 3 at all. Anyway, they need to be in the top 2 if they want to qualify. It's not normal qualifiers, it's sudden death qualifiers. Of course, Wonton are going to be head and shoulders above the competition. They finished first with 18 kills, so they're going to end up getting about 33 total points off of that first game, and you probably want to be in the high 70s to qualify because there's only 2 positions. If you get 80 points in the first 2 games, I would say you pretty much guaranteed yourself a position in the finals, which will be held this Saturday. But if you don't get at least 80, you've definitely not guaranteed anything. Either way, going down the list, Team 25, they got quite a lot of kills right there. Sicario saved them by being able to stay alive for as long as he did. Well done to him. Then Team 18, surprising performance from another roster that we're not too familiar with. And then we can see Team 13 in there at 6th place. Any more notable teams that we've been talking about? There's Bravos in at 7th place. Those guys got sudden death qualification through a last-minute substitute, which is crazy. They actually didn't do too bad that game either. Now going on to my favorite African team. From today's sudden death qualifiers, we got Quavo, Better, Lazy, and Santan. Those guys are known as Merciless Esports, and they're just based their entire team out of the entire continent of Africa. They're not from any specific one country, but they're just all African in general. Chucha Prime, terrible performance from them. Disappointing to say the least. Latam America's pride and joy of the qualifiers have been just resurrected. But not in a good way. 3 kills, 9th place. What's that, like 5 points? Not looking good for them, bruv. Go Galaxy Yipster, thank you for that. Appreciate you, brother. Further down, you can see EE. They got good kills, but terrible placement. Oh, Synergy. Awful game. Awful. Along with Cartel, 14th and 16th from the Filipino teams here. Terrible situation for them in game number 1. You can see ENL actually finished in 15th with 18 kills. So those guys are probably going to still be in the top 5 right here if I had to guess. They might even be top 4, top 3. We go further down the leaderboard. You can see some other disappointing performances from some other teams that you guys may or may not love. Right down at the bottom now. Not too familiar with these kind of teams. Like I said, these qualifiers are open to pretty much anyone. And it looks like the teams that we know and love are doing pretty well here. Other than Synergy, because I expected them to do better. I'm not going to lie. I expected them to do better. So, disappointing for Synergy. Disappointing indeed. Either way, chat, we're going to get the scores tallied up. Then we'll put them on the screen on the new scoreboard. I would have to say that Wontons are in a surefire lead here. They got 33 points. I think the next top points will be 25 or so. And then after that, it's a little bit more of a drop down to, I would assume, like 20 or 18. There's a couple of teams on 18 points. But yeah, Wonton won the first match. They also had the joint highest kills. So most kills, first place, definitely in the lead. So good job to them. Playing out of, I believe they're from Persia. Yeah, they are. Okay, good job to Wonton. We love Wonton here, chat. Getting ready for game number 2. If you want to join any of these competitions and you want to stand a chance to play against the biggest and the best players, you need to join the Discord server. You can't get the code randomly. Listen, there's a long line to get into these. That's why we have more qualifiers than ever. We've got hundreds, if not thousands of teams trying to get into these qualifiers. And there's only 2 normal days and 2 sudden deaths. So you gotta register your interest early. Also, I mean, I don't have all the time in the world to host every qualifier, so I only really have time committed to do at least like 4 of them. So you need to register interest way before we actually do the qualifiers and host them. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join the Discord server. Either way, Madnan, if you're ready to start the game, we're ready to get into it for game number 2. We'll get the scoreboard updated on your screen as soon as those are ready as well. But game number 1 was interesting. A little bit of awkward casting from me, if I do admit, chat. You know, I'm not performing at the best level here. I'll hopefully lock in this next match. Speaking of locking in, bro, it's time to drink some coconut water. Holy looks maxer, chat. Holy looks maxer. Who's the looks maxer chatting? Oh.
Welcome to Battle Royale. The match is about to start.
Madman, did Sarah get that chicken tender? All right. The scores have been brought to my attention, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and download them right here and now, my scrumptiouses. Don't you worry, Pookie Bears. Bang. YouTube, you're going to get it first. Bip. Bop. Oh, yeah, exactly as expected. Oh, wow. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, chat. That's on me, gang. I just made it way too big. Oh, it's just automatically being made too big. Okay, never. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but hey, YouTube, YouTube not dealing with me right now. Anyway, you can see Wonton's at the tippity top of the scoreboard. Don't worry, TikTok. I love you guys too. I'm gonna put your scores on the screen as well. Bap. I don't even understand why that's doing that, man. I'm assuming that's because you're doing the scores today, man. All right, we fixed that. Lovely jubbly on the screen. Here we go, Pookies, into game number 2. Need to see a little bit better of a situation from the Philippines. I want to see more action. I want to see more kills. Matter of fact, the combined kills from all Filipino teams the last game
Here we go.
was 0. Philippines, obviously my favorite region. You guys are not cooking right now. You guys are not cooking. I need some support from the Filipinos. Feel free to spam the flag. Feel free to spam PH. Feel free to spam anything that you can possibly spam to support your country, because they're not doing good enough. They're not doing good enough at all. You know who I haven't seen yet? It would be the Indian roster. And you know, my favorite Indian roster of today would be Cosmic, and they did finish 2nd place. They didn't get a lot of kills, but hey, they finished 2nd place from India, so fingers crossed that they do something good. We'll stay on board with Wonton while I go through that leaderboard, because I'm actually curious where everyone is situated right now. Pulling up the leaderboard on my own screen, I can see Wonton's 1st place, Maravillas 2nd place, Dracaries, that would be ENL. Let's change their name to ENL, because that's how everyone knows them. Then we got Team B Gamma. It's a team I'm not familiar with either. United Legendary in there at 5th. Merciless Esport, that's my favorite African team from these qualifiers.
Enemy down.
But speaking of qualifying, it looks like Wonton could qualify right here and now if they're able to get even more kills here. We'll hop on with Enti as he's closer up to the next team. This is not that good of a team that they're playing against now, so they could get a couple of kills here. Shot's gonna go down onto the main man, Rich. That's an easy pick for him. Fired in, gets the full kill. Doesn't know that there's a couple of players in front of him as well. Rewinds back into cover. Great rewind there from Enti. But unfortunately, he's lost 2 of his teammates. That's not gonna be good. Gonna rotate out of this situation entirely. Savage and Enti, the last alive on the Wonton roster. This roster is based out of Persia. Arguably one of the best Persian teams inside of all of our qualifiers ever. Anytime they join the tournaments, which is pretty much every time, they do something quite splendid. This third party is coming from the side. I think this is another team from the same region third partying them. Savage has decided he doesn't want to take that fight at all. They need to get their teammates back into the action, and I like this play from Enti. Going on to the tippity top, taking the highest of high grinds. He could kill Relax here if he continues to walk up. I would wait until he gets up to the next portion and then kill him. Luckily for Relax, he's going to go down for now and stay alive. Enti also alive here. They don't need to take this fight, so I would disengage if I had the chance to. We'll go over onto Massa, though, because it looks like these guys could end up getting the full third party on the other team. Relax has just watched somebody land into the map. This is a 1v3 situation. If he goes up now, he's made it a 1v1 situation if he goes to this side here. Rich does know that he's there. Relax is going to land some shots here. Surely he gets the kill. Rich doesn't have any good gun. Oh, he's called in some troops to help him out. Phoenix now knows that Relax is exactly there. Oh, this is a bad play, but the defender comes in. MG42 in hand. Can he do anything? Accuracy's kind of mid, not gonna lie. The kill gets stolen. He kills Phoenix as well. Then, unfortunately, gets third party from the side. Dr. Stop, Chu, and Massa still alive in the roster, but this third party has come through from a different team. There has been 6 different teams in this area since this game started, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now we're going to hop on to Zed and M4. We seen him steal the kill earlier from the Wonton player after he got the knock onto him. 3 eliminations on the side of Team 4 here. They look to be in a promising position. Wonton only have 1 player left. Remember, these guys are number 1 inside of this game. And after game number 1. Going down the list, you can see ENL, also known as Dracaris. They have no kills again. Seems like every game we watch them now, they get no kills off the drop, and then they get some kills throughout the mid and late game. Fingers crossed they can make it into the end game this time around. They didn't do too well last time with staying alive in the end game. Tan again, watching my favorite Africans. There's already 5 teams eliminated, and this team, Merciless Esports, is not one of them, so they could definitely make their way into the end game. Hopefully get some more points. Keep in mind, that team from Merciless Esports is in the continent of Africa. Could be our best African team we've seen so far in the qualifiers. They barely missed out before, and now they're in the sudden death here, so fingers crossed for them. Looking at Team 14. These are the players that had 18 kills like 15 minutes into a game earlier, but then they kind of fell off a little bit. They're known as Maravillas. They're number 2 on the leaderboards. They could have got number 1 if they just kept getting kills, but they started to play a little bit more, dare I say, passive.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Donzito's going to make a push right here. Looks like there's players from Zenith on that other team. That's going to go down. He's able to get the knock again. More bullets onto one more. This should go in the way of ENL. One more. Still holding cover here. This could be an easy kill for Gonzito if he wants to take it. Looks like his teammates are shooting at the different team. Ooh! That's the roster we were just watching right here. I don't know if that was a good play to take them down. Now they're in between 3 different rosters. ENL in a bad spot here. Remember, snowboard is banned. They can't snowboard their way out of anything for this month of the BRL. Snowboard is the banned item that everyone loves to use, and this time around, it's not usable. Leo just trying to stay alive. Does have the Hades here to use Gonzito, able to get a knock on that third party. Surely the kill comes through, lands another shot on him, gets the kill. That's going to be India's best roster out of these qualifiers, taking a casualty on top of the hill. Let's hop on board with Simple and see what they want to do about this situation. They got the teammate back with the revive flight tag. They have 0 kills. They're probably feeling some type of way about that lost loot. Checking out the top African team from these qualifiers. They've lost one of their players being Santan. That's the favorite player of mine from the team. It's a bad play. Better, you should do better and not do something like that. That's Chicha Prime up on top of that hill right here. The cliff face right in front of Better. Lazy goes down. This push is terrible from my favorite African roster. Quavo also going down now. Only 1 player left alive, and you guys got absolutely smoked. Santan, able to get back through the revive flight somehow. I can't believe they've actually stayed alive. But God, what a terrible push from Merciless Esport. Landing in. Hopefully nobody sees him here, as we're actually wanting to go and see ENL Dracaris. Yembo, Julio, and Simple still alive, but they have lost Gonzito, which is their primary sniper inside of these Battle Royale tournaments. Looks like they're going to rotate away from farm, as there's another team inside of it. Ooh, I've just spotted Wonton. They only have 2 players left alive, though. 2 players left alive is not too good. I think they might have even lost their other players permanently from their team. Looks like that's exactly what has happened here. They weren't able to get them back as there were 6 teams landing over by Harbor. Terrible, terrible start to their game, unfortunately. Only 2 kills and 2 players remaining. Not looking good for them going into the mid-game here. Mid-game's about to start. We're about to reach the 9-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hop on board with Cartels, one of the Filipino teams inside of these sudden death qualifiers. They have 1 elimination in this game. They need to be doing a little bit better than that if they want to stand a chance. Oh, terrible play from Cartel Soplix. And it looks like Silis is going to try and do something as well. Not going to happen. He does have Rewind, which he could use here. Cluster Strike's going to be spotted right on down him. Oh, bad spot to be in. He's going to die to that. Oh, these guys are getting torn apart. Cartel. Oh, there's no Filipino pride in that. And they are taken out of game number 2 with a very small amount of kills and no placement points. Looking on board to another Filipino team. We got Synergy here, featuring Shalom, Suno, Ali, and Dreen. They only have 1 elimination, but they are outside of the zone, so they might be able to stay alive here. It really depends if they go and take that fight on the team by the Jackal. Remember, Jackals are banned, so if that team hops in the Jackal and uses it, ooh, they're going to be eliminated instantly. They've spotted them. They know they're up there. They know that there's a loadout drop right here that they want, though, as well. They could third-party this. A third-party situation would be nice for this Filipino team. Looks like they're not going to take it. And because of that, we'll hop on board with Yenbo. He's last alive here in this situation. No remaining teams know that he's there, so he might be able to stay alive and get back his tags. That would be a good situation for him. Needs to keep the ENL name alive. Looks like everyone's rotated past him, so we'll hop on board to the Middle Easterns. Team number 6, Bravos. They've got 6 eliminations so far in game number 2. Not looking too bad. I think Wonton's lead will suffer because of their bad start. They are still rotating around the map in their car. 2 players left alive. Like I said, they died early at the start of this game, and they weren't able to get back their teammates' tags, unfortunately. It is what it is. Maybe in game number 3 they'll do a little bit better, but if I was them, I'd just go center zone and try and stay alive for as long as possible. That looks to be exactly what they're doing. Maybe land in on Military Research Institute and just try and stay alive. It's really the only thing they can do right now.
Heads up, soldier.
Heading on over to the other Middle Eastern roster. They were able to get a couple of kills out of that car. That's them now on 8. As we go down the leaderboard, you can see EE are getting targeted from the side. Maxis is the last remaining player on that team. They'll need to stay alive. Yimbo was able to get back his entire ENL roster, which is good for them. They stay alive to fight for a little bit longer. Seems like Maxis is using the broken fake skin right here. They have 8 eliminations, so they're not doing too bad. They just need to get all of their players back in the revive flight, and, you know, fingers crossed that it actually happens. It'll be up to him to make it happen. Team 14, these guys are currently placed 2. Number 2 on the leaderboard after game number 1. Remember, there's only 4 games in the sudden death qualifiers, and only the top 2 make it through into the finals. Sibus Exotic, Dix Blura, and Jon Necker. I have to pronounce that name slowly because, I mean... Anyway. These players are going to make a nice little rotate into the zone. The next zone's about to show, so we'll have to wait and see where it goes. They are getting fought over on the left-hand side. Damn, ATA making light work of them. This is terrible. They don't have the snowboard to rotate out of this area. And now it's all down to Cebus to make something happen here. Dixblura still alive on the left-hand side. Cebus on the right. Dixblura, 1v1 situation, not able to take him down. Promise eliminates him. Seabass able to get 2 players back through the revive flight, but what a terrible spot for him to be in here. I love this positioning from NT and Savage here. Like I said before, they just need to get some sort of points here. They can't take big fights because there are only 2 players left alive. I would actually make the argument that he should land the helicopter on top of that... turbine, chat. Hopping on over to ATA. They did good before. Oh, that's Chicha Prime up in the tippity top of there. I'm not sure if I like this fight, but we're going to watch it anyway. An interesting one. They're all split up. Chicha's going to be able to take down Promise with that entry frag. Chicha, Lanai, Kingbot, and Zico all making a push on to M4. ATA still alive here. He's going to shoot another team from behind. Don't know about that play. He does have Ninja. Miko doesn't want to take the fight. ATA is the closest to any of those players on that team. He's furthest up the mountain. These guys are unfortunately surrounded, and ATA now in a difficult situation. Oh, sniped out of the sky from Future. An unbelievable snipe right there. Able to get the full kill onto him as well. Looking real good right now. Chucha with 11 eliminations. Love to see it. We haven't seen much from our Filipino boys. Let's see what they're up to. 1 elimination on the board. Not looking too good. They're not even close to the next zone either, so they got to rotate through a bunch of teams and try and get some placement points here, because it seems like that's the only points that they're going to be getting. Looking back on board with Future and Chicha Prime. They have 12 eliminations now. I think they're safe with nobody being around them. They should get an easy rotation into the next zone. There is a couple of players in that next zone, though, as they rotate in along the back angle. You've got Team 14, which is Mari Villas up there, which would probably be the hardest team for them to kill. And then, of course, you've got the Wonton remaining 2 players. We've got a DLQ in the hands of NT, which is going to be good, and an MG42 on the hands of Savage. So both of these guns are good for getting kills longer ranges. MG42, obviously, because you can spray and pray, and then NT with this sniper might be able to get a couple of picks from across the map. So these guys making it into the end game as a duo. Looks like they're going to swap some weapons here, and we're going to swap who we're watching, as they're in a little bit of a fight. DLQ in the hands of Future. We've seen him do some damage with it before. Bang. Bob. Not able to drop that opposing player. They're getting all 4 of those guys picked up right there. As they're going now on over to the drop. Not a supply drop, but maybe something like a Tempest could have been picked up. Matter of fact, we'll check what they got. No. What was it? Nothing. Interesting. They left whatever it was. They must have got some other loot. These guys have a fantastic spot in the zone. Team number 16. They're known as Authentic, and they're actually from Romania. It's not very often we get a Romanian team at the tippity top of the zone, but here we are. Lovely jubbly. Getting into the end game with this would be great. ENL, on the other hand, are in between multiple rosters.
Engaging the enemy.
7 eliminations on the board for them. It looks like they're targeting the Filipino team outside of the zone. Synergy going down here. Not looking good for them. Do they even have any kills here? Only 2 eliminations. Oh, they're really struggling for the entire region currently in this game. Player's been spotted down below them inside of Military Research Institute. The hacker's being played as well. Simple knows that once he pops that hacker, nobody has access to their class abilities. All 4 of the ENL players are alive, and they're targeting everyone that is on the low ground. There is a couple of players up above them, though. They might need to make sure that those guys don't rotate into the side of them. Also, they don't have the next zone, so they need to get out of there ASAP. And remember, because no team has access to the snowboard, it's going to be real hard to rotate. They're going to need to use something to rotate in. Yembo, Goncito, doing a lot of damage here. That's going to be Synergy above them, along with the other Middle Eastern roster. There we go. Zipline rotation comes through. All 4 of them on the zip at the exact same time. Nobody shoots at them, so they're going to be going good for now. Oh my god, there's a guy right there. He's going to die instantly. NSG Thors goes down. ATA's been spotted again across the map here. Simple's going to rotate around first. Looks like he's going to be the entry fragger here. They're trying to make their way into zone. They've done a little bit of a bad job here because there's going to be teams in behind them and teams on front of them. Don't know about this play. They're going to need to find a good spot. Different smokes going down. I'm not sure if I like this at all. They're all out in the open. All 4 of them. This is going to be a nasty one. If they get the top of this hill, it might be a little bit better for them. SMRS going down. They've spotted Relax and Massa. They've been spotted as well down there, so this would be a good time for ENL to make a little bit of a play, get a couple more kills, possibly some placement. 17 teams still alive in this tiny zone. This is unbelievable. Every single team fighting for a chance to qualify into the $10,000 finals here, as the team below them has been targeted. Oh my god, ENL getting shot from absolutely everywhere. Like I said, rotating early into this zone was not the move. But for Yembo, he can pick apart that Romanian team from above. Bang, able to get another one right there, but he's going to get targeted from them as well. Bang, all dying outside of that zone. Terrible spot to be in. Luckily for ENL, they still have Julio and Simple left alive. Yembo, outside of the zone, probably going to die here in totality. We'll top on board with Chiches. I think they have a good spot in the zone as well. Don't let that distract you from the fact that Wonton have been camping up here for the entire game after they lost 2 of their players. Savage could pick apart players outside of the zone as they're all seemingly dying over there. This will be a nice little pick spot right here. He's not going to take the shot. I don't think he wants people to know he's up there. And it looks like Enty's just trying to stay alive as well. They don't want anyone to know that they're right above them all. Just trying to stay alive for a little bit longer to get some placement points, which has actually worked out really well for them. They could, if there's a couple of casualties on the side of Chucha here, take down Chucha Prime from behind and get a really nice rotation into the zone. Look at how many people this player's hacking right now. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. All 4 players alive for Chucha. They are still taking people down from the side. 18 eliminations from the entire team combined. They're looking real good. Game number 2. A lot of people dying outside of the zone. Great game from Wonton here to stay alive. They're going to actually hop on the back of this team. Maybe possibly go to the other side of the zone. If they go to the other side of the zone, they can hold the high ground. Let's hop on board with them. Empty's not going to be able to take it. And I think this game might go in the way of Chucha Prime. Never mind. Random cluster bomb comes down along with a spotter. And that's going to decompartmentalize the entire roster, leaving only a couple of players left inside of the zone, and this is actually going to go in the way of Sicario, which we've seen clutch.
Teams left, getting close to victory.
Hey man, Sicario, you may have just got pooped on, and everyone just seen that. It actually left me speechless. Bro insta-died. I don't know how Chucha ended up winning that game, but all I'm going to say is self-revives are king in COD Mobile. A couple of self-revives ended up winning them the entire game. That's ridiculous. 23 kills, 15 points for placement. They're going to get 38 points for game number 2. And considering, ooh, they had a bad game number 1, they should go straight into, I would argue, they might even be in the top 2 now, on their way to qualifying into the finals off of that game. 38 points from one game, that's a good amount. We'll have to wait and see when we get the scoreboard updated after that. ENL, another good start. Yeah, good start. Good start from these qualifiers from them. Yeah, 14 kills, 10 points replacement, 24 points that game. They're known as Dracaris on the current leaderboards, but they will be changed to ENL because they're known as ENL Dracaris. But we all know them as ENL. It's the main ENL roster. It's the best ENL roster. Isn't that right, chat? Absolutely. So they got 24 points that game. That's going to bring them up to 42 total points, I believe. So good job from ENL. Love those guys. They always perform well. They're always a good team to watch. Going further down the list, love to see some more Middle Easterners coming out on top. 21 points from them there. They actually might stay inside of that like top 5-ish area after that game. They've been doing consistently well, thanks to Sicario for staying alive. But I mean, that time right there, I'm sorry, bro, but we all seen that. We all seen that, bro. We all seen you get cooked, even with Defender. Muto Prime, thanks for becoming a member, man. Marab, thanks for all the gifts over on TikTok as well, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I will say, it's been disappointing today for the Filipinos, man. I don't think there's enough Filipino support in the TikTok chat right now, chat. I think that's why they're not doing as well as usual. Wonton able to stay alive there. If you guys weren't watching from the start of that game, they lost 2 of their players entirely at the start of game number 2 there, and then the remaining 2 were able to stay alive and get a 4th place finish. So, as bad as that game looked like, they did save it for, I guess, 6 points total there inside of game number 2 from placement. And then 9 points with placement and kills combined. So they're going to end up going up to about 42 points total, which isn't actually that bad after 2 games, but it's definitely bad compared to their first game. They're going to need to step it up if they want to stand a chance of guaranteeing a qualification spot inside of the finals. Remember, only 2 teams go through. It's the teams that have yellow next to their name are the teams that go through inside of our tournament. So whether you're watching normal qualifiers, whether you're watching the last chance sudden death qualifiers, or whether you're watching the finals, if somebody has a yellow name, they're either qualifying or they're in the money. Going down the list, you can see where everyone else ended up. Team 14, terrible. Remember, that's Mari Villas. Those guys finished 2nd place last game in points, and this time around, they're going to only be adding a couple more points onto their scoreboard, probably up to like 27, 28 total points. Not good from them whatsoever. Going further down the list, you can see, ooh, Team 4 didn't do too bad right there. They were able to clutch up about 16 total kills. That's going to give them 17 total points. Not bad at all. That's Team 4 back to prime. And considering that those guys were in at the number 9th spot, they might go up the leaderboard a little bit here. As we go down to the rest of the teams that died early inside of game number 2, it's arguably similar teams to before. Unfortunately, my favorite African team did die in 20th place with only 1 kill. When we were watching them, we said they got in to top 20, and then they unfortunately died at 20th. So, bad game from them, even though they're my favorite African team in the competition. It is what it is. Philippines team, Synergy doing terrible, Cartel doing awful. It's just not a good time if you're a Filipino trying to see some more teams make it into the finals right here. Either way, chat, we're going to get the scoreboard tallied up, get some accurate scores presented in front of you. And, Team 6. Seems like they're not streaming their POV. That's an unfortunate situation. There's been a lot of drama surrounding this Team 6 spot here. The first team didn't show up. They got replaced with a substitute team. That substitute team didn't stream their POV. So we have no way of knowing if they're cheating or playing legit, and therefore they have been kicked out of the competition. Bye-bye. Either way, appreciate everyone stopping by. Much love all of the Persians, of course. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join these competitions if you have a full stack of 4. But I will warn you, there is a long list of people, players, teams trying to get into these qualifiers. So unless you're a really good team, I don't know if the chances of qualifying are going to be high at all. I would actually argue that the chances of qualifying, even though there's more spots than there ever has been for teams to get through the qualifiers into the finals, I would actually say that it's harder to qualify than it is or ever has been. Like, it's never been as tough as this. And like I've said in many of the finals recently, that the players that are playing in these tournaments are the best. I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, this guy's prime was better, that guy's prime was better. Pull both gameplays side by side and tell me who's better right now. I will guarantee you that all of the top players right now are better than any of the primes of the previous players. I actually guarantee you that that's exactly what the situation is. Either way, my scrumdiddlyumptiouses, let's get up the Game 2 statistics and point totals for the qualifiers today. YouTube, you guys have been updated first, and it looks like, ooh, Chucha are coming into that #1 spot. Don't worry, TikTok. I'm gonna update you guys as well. There we are, Tiki Talkerton. Appreciate you guys. ENL right behind them with 42. It looks like the top 3 teams are right beside each other with only 2 points between them. Remember, only 2 teams go through into the finals, so one of them gotta go. Only 2 can make it through. United Legendary just below them. I believe that is Sicario's team. I'm gonna double check that really quick. I'm pretty sure that is the team of Sicario, and he did clutch up one of those games. He did die in a little bit of an embarrassing way in the last game, but yes, that United Legendary roster is Reacher, Amurhosen, Sicario, and of course Philorix. So well played to them so far. It's been good to see them coming in and doing well. So we've got a Latam team, actually 2 Latam teams, #1 and #2, 2 Persian teams, 3 and 4. Then we got another Latam team and another one. Team B Gamma, I'm actually not familiar with. That's a brand new team that came through the qualifiers this time around, so I'm going to check them out. They're all also from Latin America. The top 10 teams are just dominated from Latin America. Until you get to Team A, it's just Latin America everywhere. Cosmic, the Indian roster, are in here at 8th place, so shout out to India, but oh my god, Middle East and Latin America absolutely dominating today's qualifiers. Oh, I was actually checking that. Yeah, Cosmic are 9th, not 8th. Holy, I can barely read from this distance, chat. Shot's going to go down right here. Chucha Prime. Oh, I've lost one of their teammates. Damn, 1v2. Surely they don't get 1v3'd. Surely not. Oh my god, Mario! Yo, Chucha Prime getting absolutely smoked on the main stage. I've never seen that happen to this Latin American squad ever. But the unknown Slayer Mario just 1v3'd them on the main stage at the start of game #3. And Chucha's the last remaining player. Keep in mind, Chucha are #1 on the scoreboard. This guy Mario just 1v3'd this team. The #1 team. Unbelievable gameplay there from Mario to start off game #3. And it looks like Future last alive might go down here as well. The roster's going to, unfortunately, kill the hopes and dreams of Chucha qualifying into the finals. If they take him down, these guys are known as Titans. I'm wondering and curious if they've watched Attack on Titans, chat. Holy, chat. I'm Levi? I'm literally Levi, chat. Don't even challenge me. Future. Oh my god, he's getting pushed. Mario. Oh my god, Mario 1v4's the #1 team. Holy crap. Unknown Slayer. Game #3. A little 1v4 wipe to take down literally the best team in the lobby. From an unknown Slayer to what could be a viral clip at the end of the day from the Clippers. A superb 1v4 by a player none of us even knew existed just moments ago. That's what I like about the qualifiers, chat. We see some great players come out of the woodwork here. Mario looking like he's got a little bit of an ego here with the Locust in hand. Spots another player down below him. It's going to be Cypher. Ninja. Going to put him onto the high ground on top of the house. Sees the player. Ooh, rewind comes through from Cypher. Not able to land any shots here. Could land some right there. Oh my god, somebody stop Mario. Is Luigi here to tell him to stop, please? Please, somebody let him know. And then we've got the player that's second to Ronaldo on his team as well. Mario still playing aggressive here. Oh, seen the footsteps from behind. Knows there's the player inside of there. The top on board to his teammate. Shots go down, and it looks like Zan is going to take him for a little bit of a ride. 6 kills for Team Titans. at the start of this game. Only 4.5 minutes into the lobby. These guys are looking absolutely scrumptious. Either way, we'll hop onto a different storyline here as ENL have a chance to take the #1 spot off of Chucha as the entire Chucha team is gone. Gone but not forgotten, because y'all got absolutely smoked in a 1v4 from Mario. I mean, I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who Mario is. And I'm hosting more tournaments and qualifiers than any other person on the planet right now, and I've never heard of that guy. And he came out on the main stage, cooked those frauds, and now he might take them out of qualification. Listen, I love Chucha, but oh my god. Somebody needs to call an ambulance, and it ain't for Mario. Oh, did I just see that bro pick up another kill? Hold on a second. Bring me back! Mario! He's got 6! Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? Yet again, Messi getting carried by his bloody teammates. Yet again, brother. Oh my god, couldn't be Ronaldo, ladies and gentlemen, but it could be Messi. Ronaldo. 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 Going now on over to Cosmic. These guys are actually our best Indian team today. 4 eliminations at the start of game number 3. We're about, what, 6 minutes into the game? That's not too bad of a start here for Cosmic. These guys are actually 9th. 9th right now on the leaderboard. They're doing India pride here. Hoping to see them get some more kills. Maybe make it into the end game. Would love to see that. Unfortunately, Philippines, you guys have no pride right now. Your teams are doing terrible this time around. I know we got big 4K main in the finals, but I mean, come on. We need some better Filipino teams in the qualifiers, man, because Synergy's dead already, bro. Like, Synergy's not even, like, they're gone. I don't even think they got a single point this game. Ugh. And I love Filipinos, chat. God damn, like, I walk out of my house every single day and a Filipino stops me and asks,
Fire sale will start in 1 minute.
"Are you Ferg? Do you know Holy Father?" No, I don't know Holy Father, but I am Ferg. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's what they always say. It's either, "Are you Ferg?" And the next follow-up question is one of two. It's one of two, chat. Can you give me skins? Actually, it's one of 3. Can you give me skins? I've been watching since 2019. And or, do you know Holy Father? That's every single Filipino player on the planet. When I see them in person, it's one of those 3 questions or statements. I've been following since this time. Can I have skins? Do you know Holy Father, chat? At this point, I might as well be in 4K, chat. Holy 4K Ferg, boys. Cartel, yet again, Filipino team underperforming. I need to see big-time players make big-time plays in these qualifiers from the Philippines, bro. We need more Filipino teams in the server, chat. It's not looking good. They perform well in the finals, but they can't perform well in these qualifiers, chat. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me indeedly, though.
Time for a fire sale.
ENL, 0 kills. We're used to seeing this from them, though. They don't do much in the early game, but we're about to go into the mid-game. I like to categorize the mid-game at, like, 9 minutes. That's just me. If you could feel different about that, but the early game is the first 9 minutes, and then after that, this zone closes in, and we're officially in the mid-game. Going down to team 4. These guys have been doing pretty good so far. Yo, FN Duo, thank you, man. Oh, okay. Almost annihilated. Oh, dear, ATA. Only 1 remaining player on team number 4. Team number 4 has been doing pretty well today. That's back to prime. You look at the leaderboard, I mean, look at them. Hold on a second. I'm looking at the wrong leaderboard. Hold up a sec, diddly hacking, bro. I was looking. They're 6th place. Man ain't sent me the teams, bro. Madman, lock it in, brother. Hey, everyone, let's type Madman in the chat, bro. Madman! Lock in, buddy. Either way, let's go and check out Wonton. These guys have 4 kills this time. So, more kills than what they had last game already. And they also have all 4 of their players left alive. Love to see that. Love to see that. Thanks again, FN Duo. Appreciate you, brother. Ooh, they're hunting down some squads right here, but I don't think it's going to go in the way of them. Because there's nobody around them at all. We'll check out the African team. They've subbed out Santan. No, they subbed out my favorite player. Santan! Oh my god. That's actually kind of sad, bro. I love to watch Santan. Either way, it looks like the Indian boys are having a little bit of a struggle here. M7 Simple, last player alive. Is he going to pull off a Mario? I doubt it. There's only 1 Mario. It's a Mario. Simple actually going outside of the zone this time around. He does not want to take this fight, but he might get picked apart here from the car. They don't go for him. Lucky geezer here. They have 4 kills as a team. He needs to get into the zone ASAP. Just trying to stay alive. There's nobody around him, so he's good to go here. Good job, Simple. His teammates back through the revive flight as well. We love to see that. Let's hop on board the United Legendary. We haven't actually watched these guys really in the middle or early game so far, but they do have 3 eliminations. So they're looking pretty good. Rotating actually already in the middle of the zone. They don't need to rotate anywhere. What about Mario?
Enemy down.
He's over by the
Enemy
circus. Picks up
eliminated.
another one. Who can Mario not kill at this point? Oh my gosh. Somebody's shooting from across the map there. It's going to be Ghost. They've spotted him. They might just push him. Let's see if Mario goes for the play on him. Nope. He's going to opt to pick his teammates up with this helicopter, and we'll spot and watch where the Titans go. As they decide to rotate probably into the middle of the zone, if I had to guess. Maybe pipeline. They possibly might take that hill on the top of the next zone. Either one of them is a decent spot to be. I'd rather be on the hill. I'd rather be right in the middle hill right there, to the right of United Legendary, for a spot in the zone. Oh my god. The entire population of China have just shot at this team. Mario in a tough situation here. This is a good team. Shots go down, not able to land one. Still not able to land one. Mario, holy. Might need a power-up ability. This isn't Mario Kart, buddy. You can't get out of this one with your car. They've only got 2 players left alive. His teammates have went and thrown. It'll be interesting to see if Messi also throws. We're used to Messi throwing World Cup games, but no! It looks like Mario has been hit with a swift bullet to the head. And he falls instantly. Messi, last alive in the team. Let's see what Messi has when the pressure is at the most. We've seen him get some pressure in that Argentina game just days ago, and he fell in front of the world. But now, he's clearly inside of this game of Call of Duty Mobile. Does Messi have what it takes to take down any of these qualification teams? I doubt it. Because he couldn't take down Spain when it mattered most. Concedo has been spotted here from Messi. Can he land a shot? Oh, he's thinking about it, but yet again, doesn't take the shot. Looks like Argentina again in the finals. Oh, well, didn't take a shot in the first, what, 83 minutes? Took a shot right at the end, missed it. Unfortunate situation now for Messi. Don't worry, the carry's back. Mario in the action once again. Back through the revive flight. Messi hiding. Just trying to stay alive. Not able to get a kill again. Oh, dearie me. There we go. Messi once again throwing the game for his teammates. Where have I seen that before? Mario just trying to stay alive. Looks like he will be able to stay up for a little bit longer here, so they should be good to go. We'll hop on board the side of Spain, aka ENL, once again taking down Argentina. But this time in a qualifier game instead of the finals. Yimbo, furthest up for ENL, wants to get that loadout drop. Opting to go back to his team. Doesn't want to take the fight anymore. A little spotter was used. Ooh, Simple, brother. I didn't even get to see that. Oh, it's United Legendary. This is a really formidable Middle Eastern team. Based out of Persia. They need to land a couple of shots here. They want to do some more damage. Oh, not going to do it. Ooh, nice angle on this one. Like that. Doesn't have a line of sight here for the boys. What about Yimbo? He has a little line of sight. Oh, he's got 2 loadout guns. What the heck? A Jack 12? Called Peggy? Didn't know bro like to get pegged like that, but I guess it is what it is, brother. Concedo able to take down another. That's going to be Mario. And as expected, Mario and Messi, the heads of the franchises, have been eliminated. They have 2 players left to help them out on the team of Titan. ENL with a nice spot in zone. They're going to have a tough time rotating out of there. We'll hop on board to Merciless Esports. These guys are from Africa. They have 6 eliminations. Santan has been dropped from the roster. A substitute has came in and replaced him. It's going to be Demon taking his spot on the team. They don't have a team to fight here, and they have free rotations from farm. There's a team above them to the left, but I think that's going to be free and easy for them to get into the zone here. Unfortunately, I think that the Indian roster has been eliminated, except for Garv. I just seen Simple die in the kill feed. Shout out to the Indians. I'm under the water. Garv, last alive. He's going to rotate through farm, so he'll be behind that team we were just watching from Africa. 4 eliminations for the boys. They do get their teammates back, which is going to be good for them. Hopefully we see them inside of this final zone here in just 5 or so minutes. What about the Filipinos? They haven't been up to much today, man. I gotta be honest. The Philippines have been disappointing for the first time in a long time. It's not been a jolly watch for my Tagalog-speaking brothers. They're gonna make their way into the zone, though. They don't need to fight a team. The only team around them is below them, so they should get an easy rotation, unless the Africans have something to say about it, and we're gonna hop on board and watch them. This is my favorite African team, but it looks like Demon has been knocked from the side. Pizza able to take down two. Oh my god! Oh my god! Somebody help him! Please! Somebody help the team! Oh, dearie me! Phoenix, trade not going to come through. Better. The only thing better than you is that other team. My god. Way to not land any shots and get a kill there. The entire African roster got absolutely dunked on by what I would say is almost like a brand new team into this qualification stage. Team number 19, eh? These guys are based out of the Middle East, Germany, and Bangladesh. B12 Prime, we're used to this roster, but not to this team competition. B12 Prime have played in earlier qualification stages, but the composition of this team is completely different from what I can remember it as. Oh my, hello, hey, somebody check his hard drive. Somebody check his hard drive. How did he land that quickscope across the map? Javid, I'm gonna need you to check that device. That was a crazy quickscope. I need you to land another one of those so that we get the clip. JK, I am the clip. Don't worry, I'll give you a clip right here. Oh my god, Javid might be a cheater, chat. Holy. These guys actually have a decent spot for the rotation. They don't have a good amount of distance to the next zone, but not a bad rotational spot because they can just jump off of the side of that building and they have cover from both sides, so. Bro, the Filipinos are just taking SMRSs to the brain right now. Look how many SMRSs are getting fired at them. I'm gonna watch it from their POV. This is ridiculous. It's starting to look like the Middle East inside of that house, chat. And I would know because I'm living in Dubai. Oh my god, they're getting targeted. Oh my god, somebody please put down a trophy system. Oh no, this is not good looking for them. Forget about trophies. I think they need fully fledged SAM turrets at this point, bro. Just constant SMRSs from two different rosters on the side of the houses. Oh no. Philippines, please. Mahal Kita, Philippines. You guys have been playing so bad. No kills either, man. Oh, dear. Oh, they're primed for a terrible day today at the office chat, aren't they? It's just not looking good for the broskies of the Philippines, though. Either way, let's hop back onto the team that's just absolutely annihilating them. Like I said, easy rotation. They get to use the hill to their advantage. There's a team inside a pipeline. And hopping on over to ENL as they piped Messi earlier. We'll be able to see if they can pipe some more teams. 4 eliminations on the board. Not actually that many elims, I've got to be honest. ENL, at this point, I expect at least 8. But I mean, Messi and the Titan boys are over there towards the right-hand side of you, so maybe you'll get 4 more eliminations off of them. Especially if Messi throws the game as usual. 80 shots going through the house, not able to land any of them, but he is giving away his position. Ooh, lands the final shot on him. Now he knows that he's there. Sniper in hand. Are you going to be able to hit something? I doubt it. They're all on the bottom floor. Let's see what Concito's angle's looking like. Bang! Not able to land that one. Not able to land that. Okay, just keep shooting and wasting the shots. I guess it's COD Mobile BR, so you don't really need that many shots, as bullets are unlimited in this battle royale. Hello? Somebody check the accuracy. Check if he has aim assist off, because it's sure looking like it. Concito knows that the team's inside that house. It's going to be United Legendary. They're currently, what, 5th on the leaderboard? Not looking too bad, if I do say so myself. It's a team from Persia. We love Persia here, just across the Persian Gulf from me. Living in Dubai, Habibi. Oh, Julio, who are you fighting? Oh, like I said before, Messi and the team gonna choke it here. Spotter goes down. That spotter's too close to the house. Should have been further away, but it's okay, because they might actually rotate into it. Messi again, throwing on the main stage. Runs straight into that spotter. Oh, Zan's gonna go down. What a nade from the GOAT himself, Julio. Oh my god, Messi's also been eliminated. Where is he? Oh, cry me a river, Messi. Did you go out in the finals again? Oh, broski. Wow, what is that? Getting killed by Spanish players. That's crazy. Me personally, I wouldn't die like that. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even make the World Cup because I'm Irish. I don't remember the last time Ireland's been in the World Cup, chat. Holy Julio. Providing some lovely support to the rest of his teammates onto United Legendary there. Javid and Pete's the last 2 remaining players alive. 10 eliminations on the side of ENL. Like I said, early game, they're quiet. Mid game, they look good. And the late game is where they shine. Clearly not shining here. Bunch of missed shots, but luckily they're able to knock one of them. Soplex goes down. That's going to be Cartel from the Philippines. Terrible rotation from Cartel, not going to lie. They are chopped right here. They need to get a better spot in the zone or they are all going to die instantly as they rotate in. There's a player to their left. If that player does not target them, they could stay alive here. Come on. I need to see a big thing. A big time play. Come on, Philippines. Oh, they've lost one of their players again. Last remaining player is Yuri. He only has 2 eliminations as a team combined. It's not looking too good, Brav. Matter of fact, they are looking like they're going to get chopped here. Hopping now on over to the fan favorite ENL team. These guys are Spanish speaking. They're going to rush straight into wontons here. The team at the top of the leaderboard. Oh, dearie me. Able to take down one. Can he take down the second? Oh my god. Somebody calling an ambulance, but not for Yimbo as he's going to clean this up. I see Savage still alive here. Where are you, Savage? You're going to get spotted. Yimbo, where is he? Shoot him, Yimbo. Shoot him, Yimbo. Yeah, buddy. Defender comes down, but it's not going to be enough. And that's going to be all she wrote for ENL. Able to tag game number 3. 18 kills and a win. What a succulent performance. Wonton did do good as well there, though. And you guys know they're at the tippity top of the leaderboards. They're going to go even further into the lead as ENL were able to add, what was that? 33 points onto their total score. They're going to go on to, what, 75 points? Not a bad day at the office so far from ENL, but don't let that distract you from Wontons, who were third before going into game number 3 here. If we pull up the statistics and the details of their performance, I will give you a calculated analysis for where Wonton got in filled points. Let's look at them. Team number 1. Wonton finished 3rd place, but they got 13 kills. That's going to give them 20 points. They're going to be on 61. Unfortunately, since Chucha got absolutely world-starred by Luigi's brother Mario, they're going to go outside of that top 2, and dare I say, they might go outside of the top 5 after that disappointing, dismal performance. Somebody call in a substitute player because a 1v4 in a sudden death qualifier? Just despicable. Despicable performance from Chucha. My ex-favorite Latam team, now replaced by ENL, of course, my favorite Latam team. Sorry, Chucha, but bye-bye. Anyway, going down the leaderboard, let's see where everyone placed, bruh. You can see Cartel, they lasted a long time, but I mean, listen, bro. It's not about how long you last, it's about how you finish, and they finished terribly. So, it is what it is. 2 eliminations, top 5, wah wah. Ooh, team number 19 finished 4th. That's going to be V12 Prime. They actually got a lot of points there because of that. Dare I say, that might be like a 22-point game from them. They weren't really in contention before that, so they're going to need to have a big game 4 here if they want to actually qualify. Going further down the list, you can see Titans, Mario Karian, Messi, 0 kills, 0 shots on target. Matter of fact, just 0 shots connected in general. 0 kills is unbelievable there from Messi. Is there anyone called Ronaldo inside of today's competition? No? Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Would love to see Ronaldo in here, but it is what it is, bruv. Or a Haaland. We had a Haaland before this week. Love Haaland. Further down the list, you can see United Legendary had a terrible game as well. Trying to look for the tippity top teams here, but it seems like the most part, they actually performed well, being Wonton. Ooh, also Team 14. They did really good here. They finished 2nd. ENL. And then Team 14. Oh, can I go back in time? Can I go back in time, chat, and cusp up their name from the depths of my brain? Mari Villas. There we are. So we got Mari Villas, ENL, and Wontons all battling out for those top 2 positions. Unfortunately, Chucha, we're going to have to leave you in the past. Further down, you can see Sin, Nergy. The only thing synergistic about that team is their ability to die early game. That's literally the only chemistry that they have. Maybe it's a strat, you know? Possibly in the next tournament, they think the teams will potentially think that they're bad and then not take them seriously, and possibly they'll come back doing a little bit better. I highly doubt that, actually, as they're doing dog crap inside of these qualifiers. Either way, you can see Chucha Prime there at the bottom of the scoreboard, 23rd. 0 kills. They're going to finish that game with the exact same points that they finished in the game before, which meant that they might as well have not played game 3, chat. Honestly, it would have been less embarrassing if they just didn't go into game 3 at all and didn't get 1v4'd by a person who decided to name themselves after an animated character related to Nintendo. Anyway, moving on up. You can see my favorite African team in there, finishing 16th place. Love those guys. Hopefully they perform better. Either way, we're going to get those scores tallied up. We'll see where everyone played and finished after game number 3. Sad day at the office for the Philippines, man. Honestly, these teams need to go back to the drawing board. Possibly even go back to the drawing board in Jollibee. Order some fried chicken, really think through their strategies and possibly their mechanical skill and draft up what they need to do better in order to qualify into the finals, because whatever they're doing here and now, ladies and gentlemen, is not enough to go against the top dogs from the Philippines like Four Kings Main, like Leap, like Overload. Obviously, just playing a little bit better than those guys would be quite a performance. Either way, we're getting these lists tallied up and then we'll put it on the screen. Ready to get into game 4 in just a moment. We've played 3 games so far. If you're new to the stream, make sure to subscribe and follow. I stream on 2 different YouTube streams and I stream on 1 TikTok stream as well. So if you want to see my face, dare I say beautiful face, chat. That's what my mother told me. My mother told me I was beautiful, chat, so I must be beautiful if my mom said so. But if you want to see this face even more, subscribe and follow. Also, you can download Call of Duty Mobile using the link at the top of the description of my YouTube stream if you want to, if you don't already have it. We love COD Mobile. We love COD Mobile. They've sponsored me so many times in the past. And I mean, I think we have the longest running partnership with COD Mobile out of any creator ever. So, I mean, why wouldn't I love them? You know? It's been loved since day one. You know? Number 1 on the shoulder of my skin for a reason, chat. I mean, I hate to keep saying it, but it's the truth. It's the truth, chat. Getting into game number 4, the final game of today's sudden death qualifiers.
Time for the mission.
Ooh, dearie me. Wontons and, of course, ENL at the tippity top of the leaderboard, but Mari Villas are pretty close behind them. Hey, Christina. Hey, Air Breather. Hey, Rex. Hey, Superman. We love COD Mobile, but they ain't giving any official tourney. Like the championship for BR, I agree. But, I mean, you got me, alright? This is all you got. Okay, so you might as well love me. For as long as I stay doing these tournaments. Because as it stands, this is all you're getting. Okay, so just be thankful you even get this. Because I had to beg them to be able to host these. I'm just kidding, I didn't need to beg them anymore. But back in the day, I did need to beg them. Nowadays, they just agree that they're sick. Either way, let's update these scoreboardingtons. YouTube, you got it first. TikTok, here it is for you as well. Wow, 75 points there for ENL, as expected. 61 for Wonton. Mari Villas further down the leaderboard, and Chucha, I mean, they're basically out of contention to qualifying at this point after that dismal 1v4. I mean, it's sad. I almost shed a tear, but I didn't, because I got to watch the rest of the game, and it was a banger. Mari Villas landing over by Black Market. Looks like their players are already in a little bit of a scuffle to start off today's game 4. Exotic able to take down 1. Oh my god. Oh wow. Able to take down 2. Looking absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious bibbity boo. Savage. Up in the tippity top. Yawn able to eliminate him as well, and that whole team is gone. That's going to be the roster from Romania. And unfortunately, they're not Romanian in game number 4, and they get kicked out of the qualification stage of the sudden death qualifiers for July's BRL $10,000 tournament. See you later, Romania. Hey man, I used to live in Europe and then I grew up. Anyway, moving on to Wonton. These players have actually still landed in Harbor, and this time around there's no teams to kill them off the drop, so they're going to make it into the mid-game with no points, but more importantly, probably all staying alive, which is actually what they need to do. This is a very, very good position for them to be in. What's up, Simon? How you doing, brother? Appreciate everyone following the stream, like Christian and Reyes. Oh my god, did I just see Messi with a rare kill? Oh my gosh, Messi with a rare kill. Did the referees rig it or what? It must have been done. The players must have been turned around looking the other way. There's no way Messi got a kill. Surely not. Surely me and man Messi didn't get a free kill right here. Oh, Messi. No, I don't want to be one situation against Future. It's Messi versus Ronaldo here. Can he land the shots? Can he take him down? Future doesn't know he's there. Oh, dearie me. Future able to take down Zan. And now in a 1v1. Messi, surely. There we go. Messi on the main stage. Love to see Messi finally do it. Ended up dying. It's all down to Luigi's brother here. Last remaining player on the Team Titans. Those guys did not go in to the top 10 after that performance from Mario just moments ago last game, but hey man, they're the talk of the town after they 1v4 Chucha. Now going on board to the Indian roster. This is going to be Cosmic. These guys are 10th so far.
The safe zone is collapsing.
They're going to be fighting another team that's really good in these qualifiers. Oh, Zenith M4 might spot Simple here. Kind of rooting for the Indian to stay alive and do some damage. Want to see some big-time Indian plays, brother. Namaste, brother. Zenith M4 gonna push up. Simple doesn't see him. Simple! Surely you see this guy, Simple. Oh my. He's gonna let his teammate die. Sit!
Engaging the enemies.
Oh my.
New. Enemy shield turret deployed. Destroy the enemy's shield turret.
Are any of these players from Britain? Because now I understand why they were conquered for so long. Oh, I can't say much. I'm Irish.
Airdrop
We were also conquered by Britain. Joke's on you, Great Britain. You guys suck nowadays. Anyway, moving on to Mario. I need to see where my goat Luigi's brother's at. Oh, Luigi.
Dog tags have
It's starting to turn into somewhat of a caster curse. Okay, there's a caster curse going on here, and I don't know who to watch next, because whoever I watch next is obviously gonna die. You know what? Let's check out the Filipinos. Yeah, Philippines, right, guys? Philippines, number one. Oh, they're going against Africa. Oh, dearie me, it's a 3v4 situation. Lazy rotating up on that right-hand side. Quavo in the middle, along with Demon. Nades are being pushed through. Better's over there with his car. What? Who dropped the smoke bomber? Who wasted a smoke bomber like that? Yuri, you know what? They're getting surrounded. The African team is surrounding them right here. Oh no, the caster curse is real. I think the Africans are just gonna tear apart this Filipino team. Bezlix, that's a weird name to say out loud. It should be Felix, but I mean, you're dead anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Last remaining player. Oh, revive flight. Revive flight, guys. I guess Philippines can no longer be Philippines number one. And it's just Filipinos dying on my screen. It's a sad day. I mean, July 22nd, the day that the Philippines got absolutely destroyed on the main stage and they had no redeemable qualities.
Start in 1 minute.
It's sad, man. Philippines is the region that supported me most. Love you guys. But you guys are getting absolutely smoked.
Airdrop incoming.
Hopefully we see something better from the Filipinos in the finals here on Saturday, but as for these sudden death qualifiers, there's nothing good to say about them. Moving on to my favorite Persian boys. They've got all 4 remaining. No kills this game, might I add. No kills. Not looking good for them. They need to step it up a little bit here, just like Chucha. Chucha? Oh my god!
Airdrop has been delivered.
12 kills? Chucha have stepped it up. After that embarrassing game 3 of being 1v4, they now have 14 kills on the board in game number 4, and they might take this second spot. I mean, they were, what, 30? No, they were only 18 points behind number 2. Wontons, how many kills do they have? Wontons have died. No way, Wontons have died. Hey, yo, any Latam riders in the chat right now? Latam might actually be able to qualify here with Chucha. Wonton's dying early, not looking too good. Not looking too good. I'm getting messages right now that we're doing a VAR check on Messi. I know there's never been a VAR check on Messi before in his entire life, but we've decided to do it here first. For the first time ever. Titans are no longer able to qualify, and they have been eliminated from the competition. The VAR is coming back, and we're going to remove the kills from Messi. for absolutely no reason other than the fact that somebody needs to VAR check him. So Messi's kills have been removed from the game. They weren't in the top 10, so it's not going to do anything to the standings of today's qualifiers, but unfortunately Messi, your 2 or 3 kills are gone. And also Rich has been eliminated. See you later. Finally a VAR check against Argentina for the first time this World Cup. Chucha, 15 eliminations. They actually might take over Wontons, and this could be the second time that Wontons do not qualify by one team. It would be terrible to see from the Persian team, but I mean, Chucha, the team from Latin America, could do it here. They have 15 eliminations on the main stage, brother. 15 eliminations this early on? I mean, we're not even into the third zone here. This is looking splendid. And they have an easy rotation into the next zone. This is just looking scrumptious. I love this. ENL also fighting for a spot to stay in and qualify into the finals. So they have 3 eliminations this game, bringing their total points up to 78. Not too bad, if I had to say so myself. And then Chuchas, they are finally rotating in. Team number 4. We're used to seeing team number 4 do some good stuff today. That's back to prime. Unfortunately, they're 7th place, so the chances of them qualifying are quite low. But hey, here we go. They're going to target some more Filipinos. I mean, come on, man. Guys. I'm once again asking for your support, Philippines. Like, there needs to be better qualification Filipino
Engaging the enemies.
Oh, what an SMRS. That was jolly there. Player had to get out. Oh my god, he's getting targeted from behind. That's going to be EE. We haven't seen much from them today, but they're actually doing pretty good here in game number 4. EE, my broskies. They just absolutely destroyed back to prime. See you later. 1 player left alive. It's going to be ATA. He might get shot out of this. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, ATA gets away by the skin of his teeth, brother. Good job, ATA. They now have 10 eliminations on the board. I mean, they need a 40 kill win at this point to be able to qualify. I don't think they have it in them. A team that I do think has it in them would be ENL and Chucha. Chucha are very close now with their 15 kills. They still haven't rotated into the zone. I think they realize that Wonton has died early, and they should probably just go for placement. A lot of teams have died very early in game number 4 here. This has been the most action-packed game that we've had so far. ENL hopping down into pipeline. Like we've seen from game 3, they did pipe people before down here. And they piped some people again, though. It looks like it's Merciless Esports from Africa down below. It's only going to be Lazy left alive down there, and Demon is somewhere else. Ooh, Tango's been spotted. What a snipe, yo. Somebody check his device, brother. The kill, unfortunately, does get stolen by Seabass. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm going to retract my statement. We do not need to check his device. The VAR check has came back, and he is completely legit. Yep, no. Definitely legit now. Yeah, absolutely. This guy absolutely does not have any cheats on his device. Oh, okay. Never mind. Did he turn it back on? Nope. All right. Still alive, but still missing shots. ENL. 3 kills on the board here. Remember, they're at the tippity top of the leaderboard so far, so they just need to have an average game, and they've qualified. We'll hop back on board and check. Ooh, Chucha Prime with a 19 bomb. As we went into the middle of the game here, about to reach 12 minutes on the clock. All of Chucha still alive. They're looking real good now. Merciless Esport having a struggle session, but they have a lot of kills. Love to see that. They were going into this game not on the leaderboard anymore, so they might end up being in the top 10 after this game. That would be great to see, but it's not going to qualify them into the finals as the qualification stages are over. And this is the second to last sudden death. There will be one more tomorrow, which will be the last sudden death, and then we got the finals on Saturday. Ooh, this African team's staying alive. I can't believe they haven't been targeted here. Oh dear, Lazy. Oh dear, Lazy. Lazy, you gotta go. You gotta run, brother. Usain Bolt out of there, bro. Lovely. Better still alive as well. Don't know how he's alive if he's over along the side of pipeline, but we'll head back on board with the team that I think could qualify here. 21 eliminations. We're not too sure how many eliminations Wonton got before this game started in the early game. Didn't get to see how many kills they died with, chat, so we're not too sure what their finished point total will be on. They only were about 20 points ahead, I think. That was crazy good accuracy there from the broski. 23 eliminations on the board here for Chucha. This could be what the ladies and gentlemen back home would be calling a comeback. If I do say so myself. 23 kills, about to get a point for placement as well. Not looking too bad here. ENL also getting their teammates back into the action. 7 eliminations, going to bring them up to 82 total points. 82 total points is a good total for them. I think they basically guaranteed their qualification. Big shout out to ENL, my favorite team inside of these qualifiers. You guys know I love them. Only some days though, as long as they're not killing my other favorite teams. As long as they're not killing 4K main, then I still love them. But if they start killing 4K main in the finals, we're gonna have beef. We're gonna have serious beef, chat. Trying to make their way into the next zone. There is a helicopter there that they could use. However, one player is camping on top of the hill behind them. And he might SMRS it. Let's see who's up here. Ooh, a couple of players are up here, actually. It's going to be Paris. This is the team out of the continent of Africa. Demon seemingly using the Hades. Hades is now...
The safe zone is collapsing.
Double Hades? Double Hades. Questionable strategy. But you know what? I'm gonna let him do it. Another Hades. Oh, an AK-117. Interesting. I mean, you could drop your teammate the Hades if you really want to. I mean, he doesn't have one, and you have 2, so... Let's hop on board to the team that's currently in the lead, though. They've got knocked from the side. Simples went down first, and now Gonzito's looking for the team from Africa. Shot does not land. Still not landing a shot. It seems like the Persians did him in right there. Gonzito's gonna get knocked instantly here. Gets the full kill. On the side, surely it comes through from EE, sorry. Doesn't. Does not come through. I thought Gonzito died there totally, but he's able to stay alive, and now he's gonna try and make a little pick happen on the demon. Bat, still not able to hit it. Checking on in with Chucha Prime. This team needed an insane comeback going into this game. They were, what, 4th? And they were down quite a bit, but 26 eliminations here is going to give them 26 total points so far, and they might get an extra point here for placement in just a moment. If they go on out there and kill ENL as well, that will only benefit their situation too. Another 4-stack wipe would bring them up to 30 kills. Don't even get me started if they win this game. If they win this game, brother, forget about the comeback. They might finish first. Oh, shots going down. They're not going to take that fight whatsoever. I wonder if they spotted ENL's skins and knew that it was that team. That would be interesting. I know a lot of different teams know each other's skins in this game when they're playing in these qualifiers. Oh dear. He disconnected. He disconnected. They only have 3 players alive. Shots. Not going to come down and land there. They do have zone here to their advantage, though. They're on the edge of it. And I'd say they're probably on the best edge of the zone. There is a team landing on top of them, but I believe they can stay alive. Chucha Prime trying to stay up to qualify into the finals of the $10,000 BRL July. Oh dear, Zico's went and died. Don't know what happened to his internet, but he disconnected. And that leaves only 3 left for Chucha to try and qualify. To go against the very best. Shots going down onto Julio, not able to land any of them from Future. Future, one of the better snipers that we have in today's competition, gonna get turned on and completely eradicated. But luckily, before he's able to get wiped, somebody else picks apart Pizza. Lanai able to take down Pizza and Phoenix. See you later, alligator. 27 eliminations on the board for Chucha. They need to find a place to camp. I still think that they have a good spot in zone, but they're getting picked apart by a different roster now. They've been third-partied here. It's going to be Mateo taking them down. That looks like it was from United Legendary. It is from United Legendary. Luckily for Kingbot, he's got a fine little spot in the next zone, surely. Oh, he does. Never mind, Future's got the best spot for the next zone. Lovely jubbly. Look at this spot. I pull up the car, I'm sure he'll fill up the gas for me, chat. 27 eliminations on the board for Chucha. They just need to stay alive, bro. They just need to stay alive to guarantee their spot in the finals, bro. They were so many points behind, but they got so many kills. It's bound to happen, surely. Fingers crossed, boys. Kingbot, interesting situation for him to be in. Gonzito, what the hell is this, guys? Bro, what am I looking at? Number 2 and number 3, guys. Come on. Either way, let's hop on board with a team that could win it all here. 15 eliminations on the board. Team number 4. These guys are known as Back to Prime. They were 7th. I don't think they have enough kills here to do it because Chicha have way more eliminations than them, but they could finish nicely up on the leaderboard. If you finish 3rd through 10th, you get an automatic qualification to the qualifiers of the next $10,000 qualification process, but you don't go into the finals of the July. You just get to have the ability to compete in August. Ingbot last alive in the team. He's died outside his zone. Does he have medic plate carrier? He does. So he's just going to go for the med strat here. And it looks like they might have this qualification in the bag. ENL also opting to stay alive for as long as possible. They're in the current zone, so they're chilling for now. Those are your top 2 teams, I'm assuming. But we'll hop on board. Oh my god, Team 14 with 20 eliminations. These guys are looking good as well. Mari Villas. They might even take over ENL. They were 21 points behind ENL starting this game, so they need to finish first and they need to get some more kills. They have all 4 players remaining. They need smokes, they need cover, and they need rotational vehicles. It could be a good situation for them to be in. This is going to be quite the close finish between teams like Mari Villas, Chucha Prime, and Wonton. Exotic, unfortunately, going to go down there from the side. That's going to be Mateo from United Legendary using their movement to stay alive. United Legendary on the right-hand side. Spotter goes down onto them. They're trying to provide some sort of cover fire for themselves. A couple of more smokes going through. They need that to stay alive. Bang. SMRS across the map. Not going to land it. Spotter going down again. Lovely spotter this time around. Might be able to get a little knock on somebody. Hopefully. Fingers crossed they can do something with this rotation. Still on the 20 kills. Haven't been able to get a knock or a full kill since they got 20 earlier. Trying to move into the zone. Look at that movement there from Seabass. Able to confirm a rotation in for himself, but his teammates are going to die outside of the zone. One of them's going to die over to the left. Now in a bad spot here. Seabass trying to stay alive for as long as possible and get a couple more kills here. Possibly a placement. SMRS. Shots go down. Seabass chokes on the main stage. He's going to go down. Chicha Prime have lost their players. ENL are med stratting, and I think this game might actually still go on the side of United Legendary. I was gonna say this team, but I don't think they got it in them to win. Might still go on the side of team number 14. I mean, goddamn, with an SMRS shot like that. Mari Villas could still have it in the bag here. Yoniker staying outside of the zone. If he came into the zone right now, oh my god, it's a 2v2. Yoniker, if he stayed alive and came into the zone, they could have won this game, but they played Madstrat instead. Oh, it's double SMRS. He's cooked. Never mind, still not cooked in a 1v2 situation. So Exotic, this could possibly qualify him into the finals. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it here, though. It is a 1v2. He wants to use the SMRS to make something happen here. He knows exactly where the players are. He spotted them. Double SMRS coming through. SMRS in the hand. Bang. Not able to land it. And it's going to go in the way of the big boys of Team 4. Which is, of course, Back to Prime. Those guys did good that game as well. But I don't think they got enough points to qualify. Honestly, I'm going to put out a guess here that it's going to be ENL and Chucha. But it's going to be close. A lot of those teams in the top 5 performed really well at the end of that final game. Wontons died early that game, so they're definitely not qualifying, even though they were second going into it. It's going to be Mari Villas, Chucha, United Legendary, all battling out for that second spot. ENL have definitely qualified into the finals, so congratulations to them. They're my fan favorite, Ferg favorite team. I must say, I love ENL. Don't I, chat? I've always loved ENL, chat. Yo, listen, chat. Listen, I've always loved ENL, chat, even if they had a weird name. But yeah, Wontons, I'm sorry, Persia, but you're not getting into the finals. It's tough out here. We'll still see one of your players or a couple of your players in the finals, though. I'm sure maybe a Bull Balls might be there. We'll have to catch up with him and see if he's qualified or in the finals already. Not too sure on that. Maybe Iken might be in there as well. But I'm going to put a guess down here and say Chucha. Oh, I don't know, because Mari Villas were ahead of them in points, and they got similar points for kills. Oh my god, this is actually going to be really close. You know what? Let's calculate this ourselves, chat. This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous ending. Hold on, chat. I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this, chat. Hold on. Give me a little sec to Leah. Yo, Darknex, stop the cooking. I can get this to go another 4 minutes. Trust me. I can get this to go another 4 minutes. You just wait and see. All right. I'm going to calculate these leaderboards myself, chat, because I want to know myself where everyone landed. Team 14 are not a team. Team 14 are Mari Villas. And they had 21 kills. That's 31 points. They're going to finish with 85. 85? I think Mari Villas did it, chat. I think Chucha Prime should have qualified, but they died too early, and Mari Villas took their second spot, which is a team that I didn't know before Exotic played in our $25,000 competition for the video series on YouTube, which you can subscribe to me on iFerg if you want to watch that. It'll be released over a weekly period. New episodes every week, probably starting like next week or 2 weeks from now. I think Mari Villas might have done it, chat. I think they might have actually qualified past Chucha. If you pull up Chucha's kills, they got 27s, but they finished 6th. They're only going to get, what's that, like 31 points or so? Yeah, they got the same amount of points as Mari Villas, so I think Mari Villas have actually qualified over Chucha. The last remaining team that I'm interested in here would probably be United Legendary. They didn't get enough kills there at all. And then back to Prime, they finished first place. They did get a lot of kills here. 23, that's going to be 38 total points. Back to Prime, going into that game, we're on 28. So unfortunately, I don't think they've qualified either, chat. Ending off the day with what, like 66? Points maybe. So I think this is actually going to go to ENL and Maravillas, which I, to be honest, did not see coming. I thought Maravillas were going to do bad in game number 4, but here you are. Sometimes a new team comes out of nowhere, and that's Maravillas today, ladies and gentlemen. They did good the whole day. They played consistently, and they ended up, I think, in first or second place. If I had to check where ENL placed in terms of total points, let's just check. They finished 3rd with 11 kills. So I still think that they're first place for total points here. Definitely first place. But I think 2 will be Mari Villas. What's up? What's up, COD Reza? How you doing, brother? Much love, bro. How are you doing? Oh, we let people put up the flag, man. We let people put up their flag. It's all good. We don't mind people spamming their flag. Your country is always in the short form, whereas every other chat is dominated by every region. But it seems like for whatever reason, Persia loves the YouTube short form stream, which is great. Which is great, broski. Pivas Mono, what about Pivas? Tuned in from Kenya. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Yeah, that's true, Madman. Absolutely. All right, we're getting these final scores wrapped up. I believe ENL finished first, and Maravillas finished second. First and second, then everyone else in the competition is out and cannot play in the finals of the $10,000 BRL July. However, any teams that finished from 3rd to 10th will be able to play in BRL August tournaments qualifiers if they think they still have what it takes. We'll see. They might, unfortunately, get cold feet after they didn't finish second inside of today's competition. We just move the old one into the screen center, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can see the current scoreboard before we show the new scoreboard on the screen. Don't you get tired, Ferg? No, I do not get tired ever. I'm ruthless, I'm relentless, I'm persistent, I'm unstoppable. Does that look like the bicep of somebody who ever gets tired? No! I never get tired. I'm invincible. Anyway, let's move my camera back. I accidentally hit it with my toe. Did Persia win? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, they did not win. All right, we're about to get the graphic ready. Then I'll update the scoreboard on the screen, and you can see exactly who finished first and second. But as I predict, I think it's going to be ENL and Maravillas. Also, chat, I have some terrible news, chat. I actually do have some awful news. I hate to end it on this note after we just finished the day of sudden death qualifiers, but I was informed today that Holy Father will not be playing in the finals this week. Holy Father's not going to be competing in Saturday's $10,000 Battle Royale League tournament. Rest his soul, chat. Gone but not forgotten, chat. I could almost shed a tear. It's the first time ever that my broski has not competed at the tippity top of Call of Duty Mobile. But you know what? We understand. Don't we, chat? We understand. We all love Holy Father nonetheless. It's understandable why he's not playing. He needs to go out. And what do the girls say? Find himself. Yeah. That's my boy! That's my boy! It's okay, Holy Father. We still love you. Everyone send love to Holy Father, but he will not be here on Saturday. Not be here on Saturday, bro. What color are my eyes? They're hella blue. My eyes are blue, bro. All right. Bro, about to gun for him? Holy. I don't gun for anyone. My little scrum diddly umptious Pookie Bear, though. All right. The scoreboard has been sent to me, chat, and I'm about to update it over on your screen. Ooh, this was a good day of qualifying. This was probably my favorite day of qualifications so far, chat. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably my favorite day out of any day that we've had in terms of how good the competition was and just how close it was in general. There was a lot of upsets towards there in the final game. Disappointing from Wonton. I really wanted to see them do a little bit better there in that final game, but they died just, you know, a little bit too early. It is what it is. We can't win them all, Wonton. Ain't that right? We can't win them all. There you go, TikTok. It's up on your screen as well, Pookies. And that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. ENL first place with 93. Mara Villas our second place here with 85. Didn't even know those guys before today. Chucha falling into third with 73. That one game 3 killed them, unfortunately. Back to Prime at fourth. Wonton went from second to fifth in their final game. Unlucky, brother. Unlucky, brother, broski. Just a terrible situation all around for the broskis over on Wonton. Still love Persia, man. Still love Persia, broski. Either way, chat, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe or follow if you want to see my face more. If you don't, understandable. I can get annoying once you hear my voice for too long. But if you like Battle Royale esports, there really is no other way to watch it. So you've got to deal with me. You've got to deal with me. Either way, follow, subscribe, make sure to live your life with purpose. Do something that will help you mentally, physically, or financially with the rest of your day. I'm going to go ahead and go and record some short form content. Ain't that right? Absolutely. Absolutely, I am. Reza, this channel does not have millions of subscribers. It's about to reach 1 million. So how about you subscribe, Reza? I see you in the short form chat. Hit that subscribe. God damn right. Actually, you can only be in the chat if you're a subscriber. Anyway, chat. BRL finals later this year. Shh. Grand finals. Forget about the monthly finals, chat. Grand finals. Either way, it's been splendid. I hope to see you guys here again very, very soon. We have our last sudden death qualifier tomorrow. So if you want to be around and see that, it'll be at the same time. So I hope to see you there, Chattington. Either way, have a great rest of your day, chat. Love you all, Pookie Bears. Bye, broski. My little broski. My broski. Broski.